Welcome on and all to Fallout TV. Today's been a very big day for Fallout because we've had the official trailer drops and now we're going to do a breakdown. I've already watched it about 10 times and I have a theory for
Hello there. I'm here
this.
to show you a wonderful place.
So as we can see there, Vault 4, we've already seen images of Vault 4. Now after doing a little bit of research online, there is no mention of who the CEO of Vault-Tec is. I think this is him. I think this is the CEO of Vault-Tec. Because we were already told we're going to find out more to do with the lore of the Vault Boy and how that came about. I think Walton Goggins, who is also known as Cooper Howard, is the CEO of Vault-Tec. But I'm probably wrong. I mean, who knows? But yeah, we get Vault 4. There we go.
A veritable Camelot.
Showing people what the outside should be like. Bobblehead inside of a vault. This looks like the Vault 33 are setting up for some sort of like picnic film day or something along those lines. Obviously we've got Carl McLaughlin, who plays Hank, who's the overseer of Vault 33, and it just looks like, yeah, they're busy setting up chairs and tables for a big get-together. Maybe even a wedding.
You can be a hero by purchasing a residence in a Vault-Tec vault today. Because if the worst should happen tomorrow, the world is going to need you to build a better day after.
I can't. The way he's talking is either he's the overseer of Vault 4 or he just is Vault-Tec CEO. And I don't know if that's anything's going to change my mind. So we had this shot in the first one. Santa Monica Beach, I believe. Ah, here we go. Just here. Shady Sands. Fallout 1. Ah, okay, this is where the bomb dropped. I didn't notice this before because there's Lucy and is it Maximus. I think it's Maximus. Vault door opening with Lucy again. Obviously we saw this before as well. And this part last time. Another bobblehead. I wonder if there's going to be like a thing in this where you've got to spot all the bobbleheads. All 20 of them.
Can you tell me what's happened in the last 200 years?
Which is in Philly at the moment.
Holy shit. You're an actual vault dweller.
I am.
Wow. I love her. She's great already. Jonathan Nolan, the brother of Christopher Nolan.
What you're doing is insane.
So from what I've been told by, well, not told necessarily, but from what I've seen from other people, other creators, that the foresty area is Southern California. I might be wrong. Please let me know in the comments if I am. I'm not obviously from that area. I'm obviously from the UK, as you can tell by my accent, but Lucy wandering around a bunch of broken down cars.
It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
So as you can see here, we've got the ruins of Los Angeles and sort of Lucy looking over and being like, obviously shocked and say, wow, this is like nuts. I can't believe it's actually like this out here. But you'd have thought after 200 years we'd start rebuilding civilization. But we'll get into that in a bit. Go back a bit there. So wherever this area is obviously all flooded. Old cars and things. Looks like it was once a highway. Maybe. Obviously, exit 12A, Hollywood Boulevard. Possibly. Again, we get Lucy wandering around. And this is where we get a look at Cooper. The ghoul again, with his gun, looking really confused at Lucy. So I don't know if this is before or after they meet in Philly.
I've had a rough week.
Haven't we all? What is this? So, Vault-Tec plan. Econo savings something. So it's obviously some sort of poison, like a euthanasia type thing. Probably another experiment from a vault. So maybe she's at some sort of vault at this point, like a broken down one, maybe Vault 32, I think it was.
Practically every person I've met up here.
Okay, so that looks like she's obviously in some sort of hospital.
I've met up here has tried to kill me.
The Mr. Handy. I love that, Matt Berry. What an absolute brilliant choice of casting to play the Mr. Handy. And then she looks really confused. She doesn't know what's going on. Obviously, then gets shot with a tranquilizer. Saw that in the other trailer. So this looks like it was the woman with the fork in her eye in the first trailer we got. Obviously, you can see she's pregnant. And it looks like Lucy's an engineer within the vault. Obviously, we got that from some pictures that we saw the first time round, where it looks like she's working on some sort of project. I'm assuming it's for upkeep of the vault and things like that.
Of rules, of laws.
Moises Aris.
You should not be alone.
Maximus again. Possibly Squire, maybe Initiate at this point. What was it called? It weren't the Pridwin, it was something else. Casewin, that's it. So we've got vertibirds and the Casewin. If we don't see random vertibirds falling from the sky in the series, I'm going to be very upset. But this must be like a flashback scene or something from where he's like just gone into the training.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
I think this is... No, that's not him, is it? Because this is him here as a child. So something's obviously happened with him as a child. I think he says. The people who hurt him, so something must have happened with his family, or it's a destroy and exit job. The Brotherhood of Steel have gone in, wiped out his entire family, didn't want to kill him because he's a child. And yeah, it's like a destroy and exit job. And obviously we see him here getting into the power armor, which this is a new... Let's go back a bit. There.
Hurt the people who hurt me?
That bit there with the mask coming down, that's like a new thing that we haven't seen before. So unless it's a new type of power armor, maybe it's not T60. Who knows? And here we have dog meat that isn't dog meat, with Cooper the Ghoul again. Cooper the Ghoul. Something's happened there, we don't know what.
Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs.
As funny as that is, I know I might be being a bit nitpicky here. They're chems in the game, we know that. Just could have maybe stuck with that, but I suppose they've gone with drugs because it's going to be a show for everyone. It's not specifically made for us Fallout fans. It's going to be made for everyone else. So drugs would just make more sense. But obviously he's some sort of crackhead junkie ghoul. He's going to be my favourite character. I can just see it. I love him already. Okay, so that's changed as well because it was originally the 12th of April and now it's saying the 11th. So unless it's not going to drop on the Friday, it's going to drop on the Thursday. Or it's to do with American times, I don't know. So here we have the observatory, the Los Angeles Observatory, which you can drive around in GTA. But, you know, it's not about that, with the vertibirds in the background, just there. And what looks like some sort of junkyard type situation going on down here. Maybe it's a base of operations. I don't know. Vertibirds again, Mr. Handy. Gonna go cut Lucy open for her organs. Hank, this is where it's all gone wrong. So it looks like they're all... Maybe they've all been poisoned? So is this Lucy? Was she going to get married? So if this is like a wedding situation, a wedding setup, and if this is Lucy getting married to someone. Because we can see the Pip-Boy there. Bells. Yeah, I think this is a wedding setup. I think something's happened. Something's been poisoned. And nobody knows exactly what yet, obviously.
Got it this wasteland.
NCR, straight away. But possibly like a rogue sort of squadron, remnants of the NCR.
Looks like
Because here, you see them fighting the Brotherhood of Steel. So whether the Brotherhood have gone full circle and turned into what the Enclave were, and they've become the bad guys now, or this is a flashback scene from, I would say it's New Vegas, but it's not. So this looks like the observatory again. But as you can see here, we have the NCR flag. So that says to me, and a lot of other people that have already pointed this out, that the Brotherhood of Steel are fighting the NCR.
but there's always somebody behind the
So looking at that, maybe he wasn't the CEO of Vault-Tec, and he was just like a movie hero, and you played cowboys, and he's just rewatching a film that he was in.
always somebody behind the wheel.
And nuclear bomb going off. There he's again running with what might be his daughter. Let's go back a little bit. Possibly his daughter or someone else that he's had to save. Maybe on a movie set at this point when it's happened. I don't know. That's cool as well. I really like that bit of the trailer. Must be Maximus fighting her. One sec. So yeah, it must be Maximus fighting the Yao Guai. And there we see Cooper and possibly Maximus again. And he's struggling against him. And Axolotl coming out the water. That's cool. I like that we're getting new creatures added to it as well. The water looks awfully blue.
What is happening here?
See, that, okay, this bit. Either this is going to be a flashback scene again that's going to stop him from turning into something, or he's injecting himself with an FEV. Because he wants to become something else. Maybe. Super Duper Mart, obviously they're walking around with each other. Looks possibly like, I don't know. They're going into the supermarket to look for something, obviously. And there we see him taking some drugs. Maybe they're performance enhancing. Not performance enhancing, but like they focus his mind more. What's the drug that does that, but it doesn't come in a jar? Psycho. Possibly it's concentrated psycho and he just takes it like that. Or maybe it's something to stop him turning feral. I don't know. Bird again.
Wants to save the world, they just
So this was the start where we saw the Shady Sand sign over here somewhere to the further to the right. And then you've got them looking over the big crater that's well over 200 years old at this point. Probably pushing 300 years old. Maybe? I can't remember off the top of my head.
wants to save the world, they just
And she steps on something. See, now this scene as well, he must be, something must have happened with his family to do with like Vault-Tec or something, which is why he's just on a mad rampage. Because this is obviously when the, must be back in Vault 33. And something's clearly going on inside the vault. There she was. All patched up after her having a fork in her eye, so maybe she survived the poisoning, if it was a poisoning.
to disagree on how.
Dog meat that isn't dog meat. Hold on, I want to go back a minute. So something obviously happens in the vault, but
To disagree on how.
So I think, yeah, that was probably Cooper's daughter, because that looked like his wife. And he's trying to save his daughter. Obviously, I'm assuming that his daughter doesn't make it, and then he is the survivor, who then obviously turns into a ghoul. And now we got another shot of Lucy with what looks like in a pocket there, a 10mm. And she's also wearing the vault suit armor, covered in blood. I wonder who she's been in and killed. This is obviously still at Philly, so I just wonder who she's killed.
You little killer.
And that's it. And we're ended with his wink. So I'm torn now as to whether he is Vault-Tec CEO, because we don't know anything about a Vault-Tec CEO, or if he was a movie star, or maybe it was both. I mean, it's entirely possible, but all episodes available 11th of April. I genuinely cannot wait for this. I think this is going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be amazing. Just have a quick flick back through, make sure there was nothing that I missed. But it's just that bit. The way he stood there is as if he's the CEO, and the way he does the video is like he is the CEO. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Not long to go now. Just over 5 weeks. In fact, it's 5 weeks tomorrow. By the time this video goes up, it's 5 weeks today. But if I've missed anything in the trailer that you think I should cover again, please don't forget to let me know down in the comment section. And I'll see you all again probably next week. Thanks for all your support. Love you all. Goodbye.